Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Hi. Bing! That was my new mail. I opened my inbox. Inside was a new message titled, "A motivational video, small things." But before clicking play, I was thinking, what could be inside? Contest chair. Dear judges, fellow Toastmasters, you know how these motivational videos work, right? You can do it. Believe in yourself. Because you are the best. And if you open up the giant within that lie with that power, you can become the best person you can ever be. But I wasn't really that optimistic about it. And I was thinking, why do I need to even watch anything motivational? Perhaps I have enough people around me today who can actually give me enough motivation. So I sort of submerged myself into that daydreaming process. Who could be possibly my motivational person in life? Okay, let's start with the closest people. That could be my parents. I remember my mom started out very well when I was a small kid. I hated that morning milk porridge. Oh my God. But she would always say, "Hey kid, you gotta finish that porridge because some kids in Africa are starving." I couldn't make sense of that. Why would kids starve because of me? But it's okay. I am 30 years old now, a very old man. Every morning I wake up, I look at the mirror, I look at my stomach, and I'm thinking, how did I help Africa? But then again, I look at my stomach and I'm thinking like, well, at least I hope that they're happy, not me. Another instance of my parents' motivation, which was a really small thing, was when I was playing football outside. And I fell really badly, hurt my face, my eyes swelled, and I couldn't see anything. I was literally moving around my apartment like that for 5 days. My parents aided me greatly. So what they did was, they gave me just the same amount of food as they would normally do. But I was thinking that my siblings would get more chocolate, more borscht, more beshbarmak, more of everything. So my parents went to a psychologist and they said, "What should we do with this annoying kid?" The psychologist said, "Well, listen, just cook a huge bowl of soup and give it all to him so that he finally understands that he has enough." Okay, that's what they did. Okay, here it is. Oh, cool. Well, that's a big portion today. All right. Okay, so if you have cooked all this for me, I cannot imagine how much you got for yourself. My parents did the small things for me, but it didn't work. Okay, let's not talk about my mom and dad. Let's talk about somebody who was also close to me, but not really that close in terms of, let's say, in terms of closeness. Okay, that would be my employer, Susan. Whenever I was growing up, I worked for her, and I would normally approach her with my annoying questions. And that's what I once said. "Sue, I'm 15, I'm thinking about college. Your son is a Harvard graduate. Now, how did you train your kids to be so intelligent?" "Okay, Arch. I think my kids are intelligent for one simple reason. They just inherited my mind because my husband doesn't have any." Okay, and then I'd be growing up and I would be interested in more different topics. And of course, the touchy one, a relationship with ladies. "Sue, listen, I can't talk to my mom about these things, but what do you think would be the difference between a girlfriend and wife?" "About 50 kilograms, maybe." "And the longer you live with her, boy, the bigger that difference becomes." So she would always be funny, but I didn't really take that advice. But it was small things that cheered me up all the time. Okay, Then I woke up from my daydreaming, and I decided to click that video in the email, which was titled Small Things. There was a guy, and you have probably all seen this video, trying to help other people by doing literally small things. Watering plants, bringing a bunch of bananas to an old lady who didn't have any money, aiding somebody with homework, throwing some pennies at homeless people. These are the small things, but we all think that we need to become successful, that we need to become great, that we need to do something that is really globally huge and challenging, like that challenges of Alexander the Great or Genghis Khan. Well, for me, I discovered that this is simply not true. You need to look no further than those people that surround you, the people that you already have. You just need to open up your mind for them, and you just need to look more closely and understand that the small things that you already have really play the biggest difference. Contest chair. Thank you. All right, thank you.